Welcome to TV Party Time. Well, actually, just welcome to our popcorn talk. We are TV Party Time. And we're streaming. Did you guys both do this at the same
time? Unplanned.
Yes. This is our first show back in weeks. We had some
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yep.
We had some I don't want to
Personal problems.
I don't want to spill everyone's business, but yeah, some people were
one unforeseen circumstance, one good opportunity.
That's right.
It wasn't me.
Oh. Well, hey, you know what? The middle road is, at least you didn't have the unforeseen circumstance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, long story short, we're back. And this is our popcorn talks where we just literally just talk, and whatever comes up, comes up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about movies, though, since we used to do just movies, pretty much. And we realized we like to go off the rails. So
Yeah.
we need to start transitioning into
combining the movie into the popcorn talk. So we can talk about more than one movie.
That's true.
And we don't all have to watch the same movie if we don't like one Michael with Marvel
Right.
movies. Even though it loves to shit on them. But it's talking about if you have a conversation about something you don't want to talk about, it's not going to be a good conversation.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Yeah, and
pretty
you're like,
boring.
okay, yeah, that sucked, right? Yeah, cool. Move on.
Yeah.
And so we just combine it so we can get a whole bunch of shows or movies in at once. And we can go off the rails and it won't be weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we did all see Venom.
Yep.
We did all. You saw Venom too?
Yeah, I saw it last night.
Oh man. Let me just start to say about Venom. It fucking sucked.
It was
sucked
horrible.
So bad. There's nothing good about this. The whole time I was doing this, the entire time, and I hated that movie, and I was so mad watching it. Like, I don't even know where to begin.
I can start. I can help you. Okay, I'm just an idiot, I guess. I didn't realize it was a sequel.
Well, it doesn't say Venom 2.
It does?
It doesn't. It said Let There Be Carnage.
Before Let There Be Carnage, you know what the original title was? Love Will Tear Us Apart. And they get no brownie points for not picking that name. Joy Division song.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Joy Division.
Then they could have made it a rom-com, too.
No, it would just been like a cool name.
Or more of a rom-com.
Or they could have just named it Maximum Carnage, like the fucking game about which it's fucking based on.
Yeah.
Instead they said, Let There Be Carnage.
And, okay, so besides the fact, I didn't know it was a sequel, so I'm just like, I'm sitting in there, and I'm like, wow, this pacing is weird. They're talking to me as if I know what's going on. I was so confused, and then I was just like, okay, this is a sequel. This has got to be a sequel.
Did you see it at Alamo?
No, I saw it at what's the one around here? I don't remember.
I only go
There's
to the Alamo.
Yeah.
I'm not a psycho.
But yeah, Alamo, they did the previously on Venom before the movie.
Oh,
so
see,
it'll
now
catch you up.
that's why Alamo's just better.
Yeah.
They do things
Gold
like that.
standard of theater.
Except last night. They were 20 minutes behind. We didn't get into the theater till 10 minutes before, and they were already playing the Venom stuff they put before movies, you know? And everyone was staying for like 20 minutes, because normally it's like a 30 minutes, and you get there early, get all your food, but they didn't last until like 10 minutes where it started. So I had to eat my fries during the movie, and they keep bringing me my fries before my water. This is the third time in a row that they've brought me fries before my water. It's like, what the hell? I want my water before my fries.
So you're just sitting there parched the whole time?
Yes.
For some reason,
so salty, you know.
I just got like in my head that they just hate you for some reason, and so like they just bring the fries, and the server just like comes over the water, like looks you square in the eyes during the middle of the movie, and just dumps the water onto your fries. I don't know why. I'm just thinking of that.
I'm picturing the next time you come around, they're like, "Fine, we'll give him his water before the fries." They literally walk up to you, look at you, and hand you the water.
And then dip your fries in the water.
I do sit in the same spot at every theater, so I'm pretty sure they can recognize me.
Yeah, I think they have a little poster.
It's the dude that gets the goddamn fries every time. he did it again.
He tips $5 on a $6 check. Fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It wasn't a great movie. It wasn't bad.
I think it was bad. I was like, I can't believe this got made. The entire time watching, like, are you for real? This is supposed to be the better one, and it's so much worse. Like, Woody Harrelson is so badly cast.
I
as Carnage.
sadly agree.
The thing with Carnage is that he's a crazy maniac and has this crazy high-pitched laughter. That's like his fucking thing. And they gave him like this deep-ass voice that was so weird and like...
It sounded just like Venom.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't until the very end where I was like, these are different voice actors. It was not to mention they look the same, which is
Just a
so
different
stupid.
color.
It's
Yeah,
just
just
a
a different
red
color.
Venom with spikes.
Yeah, and he has like, his thing is like axes and hatchets and stuff,
Mhm.
and they didn't have a single one. And I was like, why didn't you make Carnage? Instead you made him,
Pokey thing.
yes, that's some dumbass. And like, before the first movie came out, I was like, you know who would be great in this? Tom Hardy as Venom and Walton Goggins as Carnage. Come on.
Yeah, Walton
That would've
Goggins
been
would have been really good.
Amazing. Perfect. See, he's already the character. He's got the hair. He's got the voice. It would just been like perfect. But for some reason, they cast Woody Harrelson. I don't know why.
So you're saying you didn't like Woody Harrelson's little red top thing?
Nope.
He-
And he
it
was
was just-
listening to new metal. I was like, this should be rockabilly. Why is he not listening to rockabilly? He's got the duck
Yeah,
ass, and
he
he's
does.
listening to new metal.
I was so
Carnage.
It was just weird that, like, his character didn't seem like a psychopath or sociopath. He was like a wacky character.
yeah,
Like,
kooky.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing that was so cringy for me the whole time. The acting was so over dramatic. It was like Cartoon Network for kids
oh my
type
God.
of acting.
the
Mhm.
Or I'm sorry,
Shriek,
Nickelodeon or
the
something.
character Shriek, the girl with the eye,
Yeah.
was so bad. What a waste of a character. Why did they do that? Why did they make her have that
Yeah, like
voice? I can't
weird-
even fucking
Here-
do it. but,
here-
A
like,
weird talk.
Yeah.
Well, here's what bothered me one of the most is like, oh, by the way, spoilers. We didn't say
well,
that.
this isn't. Yeah.
But so the scene whenever they're in the car and they're like trying to get away and there's the helicopter, so she screams to like
Mhm.
get rid of the cops, and then Carnage was like, if she does that again, I'm gonna bite her head off.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, here's what's happening in my mind. I'm like, they're setting this up because she's gonna have to save her love. In the end, she's gonna scream again. Carnage is gonna destroy her, and then Woody Harrelson will be left with nothing. No, she screams like 2 more times, and still Carnage doesn't do anything. And I'm like, that was such an empty threat. It just makes him really not look like a bad guy.
And there's also another symbiote named Scream. Why didn't they just make her scream? It would have made more sense because it's the symbiotes, and instead they have her as Shriek, and it's like you missed an opportunity to introduce like another newer character
Well, I
who
think
is
that's
Scream.
how they're
Isn't
trying to
the Shriek-
introduce.
Isn't the Shriek a character?
Yeah, but Scream is basically the same character but new,
But better.
and it's a symbiote.
I
that
think they were
would've been
using
cool.
her to like slowly introduce mutants.
I don't know if she's a mutant.
What would she be then?
It's like not defined. She's just a character with powers. I guess she's kind of a mutant. I've never heard her be referred to as a
Character with
mutant.
powers.
Someone-
That's abnormal and almost mutant.
that's like saying that Venom's a mutant, but he's an alien. So
Well, then, that's why I think maybe because they slowly introduced the multiverse,
Mhm.
like Marvel did, because this is Sony. And
they
maybe
really
that's
they
how they're
really
trying to-
slowly introduced the multiverse in this movie. Like
very slow.
the
Like
very
wait till the
end.
end. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying in Marvel when they introduced the multiverse, like when that all happened, it was like a slow build up to it.
Yeah, we already talked about it.
Yeah,
We don't want to bring that back.
but then so this I think what they're doing with mutants too, like throwing one mutant in there randomly.
See, that's they didn't explicitly say it's a mutant, and the problem is introducing a mutant as Shriek and not like an X-Men,
Mm-hmm.
which is what everyone wants.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a punch in the dick, but
Yeah, it's not like having like Professor X.
Yeah.
rolling through the scene randomly or something.
that'd been fucking awesome. Just him rolling in the background. Hey, it's Wheels. Also, my favorite joke in every X-Men movie ever is the very first movie. Oh, tangent. Sorry. In the first X-Men movie, when Wolverine first gets introduced to the team, he's like, "This is Cyclops. He shoots lasers. This is Storm. She controls the weather." And he's like, and he looks down at Professor X. He's like, "What do they call you? Wheels?" I laugh every fucking time. it's the stupidest fucking joke ever, and I love it. And that's why I just told it. And if they would have brought that joke back with Tom Hardy going like, "Is that Wheels?" Just rolling behind him.
Yeah, it's super like
that'd been amazing.
20-year callback.
Yes, and no one would have got it but me.
Yep.
But
You're trying to tell me they didn't make this movie for you?
I guess not.
Dang.
They should have. It would have been better. The
It
Michael cut
Release
the
the
Michael
Michael
cut.
Release the Michael
with
cut.
Walton Goggins replacing Woody Harrelson and
It
everything.
was interesting though how they introduced the multiverse and showed that it is gonna work with Marvel, or they're trying to
Well, they have to. I guess that's in their deal for keeping.
with Sony.
Yeah.
Oh, like or Marvel has to allow Sony to work with them,
Mhm.
not the other way around.
They have to. They're probably like wrote in. They have to have Venom in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But then I was reading like he can't be part of the Sinister Six because that's not what Tom Hardy, Eddie Brock's character is not morally bad like that. So he can't be a bad guy.
I don't think Venom was ever part of the Sinister Six.
I
Venom
think
wasn't
he
around.
was.
Venom is in the 80s. Sinister Six, not Sticks. The band Sinister Six. I'm sailing away. Yeah,
But
he
then
was never in the Sinister Six.
it'd just be interesting to see.
Or he
how-
may have been later.
It'd be interesting to see how they introduce Venom into the Marvel because he doesn't really fit in the Marvel character.
Yeah, because he's just not. He's I don't know. It's a good question. He also looks really weird without his spider symbol on him. I'm just gonna say that the whole movie.
Yeah,
I
he
was like,
just looks naked.
he looks weird. It doesn't look right.
But what was cool is that Andy Serkis directed this one.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I know.
I
I was
thought
like, oh,
that's
that's
why I
pretty
thought it'd be
cool.
way better.
Yeah, because he's a
And
huge character
actually-
actor, moped actor.
Well, I actually think that was to their detriment. I think the reason he could have been a good fit because of that iconic scene from Lord of the Rings where it's Gollum having his moment with
Mhm.
himself. But I feel like they tried to make the entire movie that scene from Lord of the Rings.
Mm.
And it was too much
Yeah,
dialogue.
Tom Hardy.
It was
arguing with
way
himself.
too much arguing with himself. It was like, it's just another classic example of when they try to bring something that's supposed to be quirky and fun and they overdo it,
Mhm.
and then it just ruins it.
Yeah.
But that's great because you never saw the first one, and that's
That's true.
the positive thing I always said about the first one was like the conversation with Venom and Tom Hardy are the best parts of the whole movie. You're like, oh yeah, notes. Let's write that down. Let's make the whole next movie that.
Yeah. Well, Tom Hardy was a writer on this one.
He
got
was.
writing credits.
He's the
Or
story
story
by
credits.
which is I don't think is a good move. I don't know.
No, I would erase that from my credit.
It's weird that they give these actors all this power to control
Mm-hmm.
the movie, basically, because I don't think this movie would have existed without Tom Hardy. But still, they should have had like Todd McFarlane help with the story or anything because he created Venom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't really. I'm not one of those.
And he's
let
still
the-
a relative
let the OG.
writer and all
Yeah,
that.
I'm not saying let the OG guy take the reins. I'm just saying he should have been like slightly involved to help
Yeah.
with the character since
Yeah.
he created it.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we
I see
talked
that.
about it too with Marvel and their writers. They have the writers sit down and just research forever,
Imagine that.
and
Research.
they come up with a perfect character every time,
But
like a perfect representative of.
Yeah,
each
I also don't
storyline.
like just doing a movie of a already existing thing. So maybe it's I don't know. Maybe I'm contradicting myself, but the Venom thing feels like something new, but it's not working,
Mm.
and they should dive into the
Mhm.
material a little bit more to
Yeah.
get a better grasp of the character.
Yeah.
But I generally don't like when people are like, "Oh, it should have been like the comic," because it's a different medium. It's someone else's
Yeah,
vision.
and you could take influence from
Yeah.
it. Like that's why Venom isn't a bad guy
Mm-hmm.
in this one. Like he doesn't show any signs of being a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
well,
So-
Venom kind of is, but not.
but it doesn't
Tom
like
Eddie Brock.
combine them. Yeah,
I don't know. I still feel like yes, it is a new medium, but they should still honor at least what the visuals of the character are. Like
They did in the first
Carnage.
one.
Carnage
Oh, yeah,
doesn't
they did.
represent him. It's not a good representation of Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage is. I hated Carnage. Like Carnage is always like my favorite because he's a fucking crazy bastard. You never know what he's gonna do. You'd be like, oh, let's go get some chicken nuggets. Oh, I'm gonna kill this person, run him over on the side of the road, driving there. That's like Carnage. Carnage, exactly. Carnage. That's what he is. And in this, he was just like,
a kooky.
woo!
Yeah.
He was a woo girl. That's what he was. Yeah.
With his like 10 million tentacles
With
hands.
his fucking flame fucking suit he was wearing. It was a
Yeah,
strange outfit.
And what's so sad is because again, I'm just gonna go back to this. I was so looking forward to Woody Harrelson because I was, but it just something felt weird. Something felt so weird about it.
Yeah, I was not into this movie. I think I laughed like twice, and I can't remember what the funny parts were. Does anyone remember?
I
any
think it was
funny
mostly
parts?
parts?
the chickens' names,
Oh, yeah.
Sonny and Cher.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of funny.
I felt like
The
I
chicken
just
part was
felt
good.
I felt like just all of the things that were supposed to be funny. Like I recognized all the punchlines because the theater laughed, but I was just kind of like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not into it. It
Shit's
just-
not
it-
even funny. I think people are just programmed to laugh.
hmm
Like I'm even in the fucking previews, the 40 times I've seen this goddamn Eternals preview, whenever he breaks the fucking thing and he says IKEA, you know, the
That's
end where he's
just
like,
it's such
everybody
a used.
laughs at the part you're supposed to because it's a formula. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
They just know they're supposed to laugh here and they do it, and it's like, I'm gonna strangle you.
It's also
Have a
just such an
brain.
overused joke,
Yeah,
like a fall collection or this.
it's not funny. It's not funny at all. But everyone in the theater's laughing every of the 30 times I've seen this goddamn preview.
I wish we could get a really close up on your face just now because the look of disappointment
Zoning
was
out.
so real. You were just like, it's such an overused joke. So disappointed. I love it. Okay, here is the one thing I genuinely actually liked about the movie. There was one cool line when his detective buddy is like interrogating him, you know, and he's like, why is all this stuff happening? And he's like, I know you've got secrets. And he was like, secrets want to come out. That's why they're hard to keep or something. And I was like, it's actually a pretty cool line. I wish they would have done more with that.
Well, he's supposed to be
Toxin.
Toxin.
Yeah.
He's another
did-
symbiote. He's Carnage's
You
son.
literally had to look it up because I had no fucking clue.
I looked it up.
I was like,
And
why
it's
are
like,
his eyes
it's
blue?
Carnage's.
Offspring.
Yeah, it's Venom's grandson.
Yeah.
But like as they
Who is a good guy.
as they reproduce, yeah, it was like a superhero.
Yeah.
But as they reproduce, they're supposed to get stronger. And so what I read is that like eventually Carnage and Venom in the comics teamed up to try to defeat him because he was in a cop, and so they thought he was going to be a good guy, and he winds up beating him because of how powerful he is and does become like the superhero. Like, are they going to make him like a bad cop now?
I wish they would have just gave you. He just had blue eyes. They didn't do anything else. It's like they could have been like they could have even like pause the frame and just put Toxin on the top, like like fucking Guy Ritchie or something. Guy Ritchie room was like Toxin,
And then roll credits.
yeah, and then so that's it. I mean that'd been better than not putting anything.
It was definitely better than what happened.
Oh,
I-
the music was so bad. Also, sorry.
Well, speaking of bad, awkward, the scene when he's in like the club down, like the underground
man.
club,
Yeah,
and he does the mic drop.
yeah, the lethal projector.
He
Ow.
also just held it for way
Yeah.
too
I know,
long.
It was
so
It's like,
awkward.
just
awkward.
let
Yeah.
go, drop it already.
I knew they were gonna. I knew as soon as he saw the stage, I was like, "Oh God, they're gonna do a mic drop moment." I feel it. I felt it in my bones.
Mhm.
And then he gets up there, and it's just
Awkward.
it was so cringy.
I love you, one random dude.
Yeah, it was
There's like some really weird one-liners that I wouldn't expect to get me like that. Like, I love you, one dude over there,
Yeah.
or something.
I don't know.
The-
It didn't work for me.
the scene with the bodega lady, and when she was venomized, and then what's her face was like flirting with Venom.
Mm-hmm.
That was so awkward.
Wait.
I was doing this the whole fucking
Yeah,
time. I was
Anne.
like, this is really bad.
Was that her name?
Oh, whenever she was trying to convince him to
Yeah, and
work,
then she was,
Sean.
and then she did
she was
like,
like,
the
"You're the big bad guy."
ooh,
You're
and it was
the-"
like, oh, is
It
Venom
was
gonna
awkward.
bang her?
Oh my God! Wait, I just remembered. I'm sorry. This is important because I laughed. This was the part I genuinely laughed at in the theater. It was not intentional. In that scene where she's trying to convince Venom to join, and she's in the convenience store, her bangs were flipped like this, like, literally, flipped like that for like three like back and forth, and then and the whole time I'm just like, fix her bangs. The next scene, it's normal, and I was just like, no, the continuity error, I can't with it right now. It was so obvious. It's like, who let her go on screen? There was like no last looks. It was just literally like, it was awkward. It was like just like she got into like a windy tunnel, and it was so
Didn't even
weird.
Or she probably like pushed her hair back before like rolling or something.
I don't know what it was. It was like really just one little flip. It was so weird. It was so weird. And then it's gone literally immediately after it.
The boyfriend, Dan,
Dan.
his character completely changed from the first movie, because before he was like funny and like had no threat whatsoever about Tom Hardy coming back, and in this one he was kind of like threatened by Tom
We
Hardy.
did both, and then
Yeah.
he was like cool with them, and Venom's like, Dan, you're cool.
Yeah, it was really, it was strange. It was a weird take for that character, and it was like, I kind of liked him way better.
Hey,
as-
wait, guys, someone said the audio isn't working.
Oh no.
No.
Well, it's
Oh,
working on our end.
We'll test it real quick.
All right, can we stop talking about Venom now? Are we done?
Yeah, my last thought was just that it was super short.
It was
in
really
comparison
short.
to movies
God.
in general. It
Yeah.
was like an hour 40 minutes or something.
That-
I
it
did
seems
walk
shorter
o-
than that.
I did walk away feeling. Oh wait, there's one last thing that I do want to say that's really funny to me. So you know how like they normally do two teasers at the end,
Mhm.
They did the one where it's like him in the hotel room, and I was like, okay. Then we're like, let's wait for the very,
Oh,
very end.
I didn't.
Nope.
I left
I
right after there.
Was there
waited-
another scene?
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
I was tricked. I was
You
deceived.
stayed for the whole
I looked
time.
dumb. Yeah, I stayed the whole time waiting, and the lights came on. I'm like,
And the staff was like, losers!
yeah, for real, really.
No, Venom comes over the PA. You are a loser. You stayed. You thought there was going to be more stuff.
That was a good
Ha, ha,
impression.
ha.
That was actually a really good impersonation. And then I'd be like, wait, is this Carnage or Venom? You guys sound the same.
Oh, they do.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Do we want to give it ratings or did they?
4 out of 10.
I gave it a 7 out of 8 chickens. I was
I was
like,
gonna
I
say
don't know. I was
chickens,
entertained
but-
by it, but I took it for
No, I give it 4 out of 10.
similar voice actors.
Similar voice actors. Yes.
I'm going to go with 5 out of 10 movies that probably shouldn't have been made.
All
I
right.
said it.
I said it.
I got a bunch of movies
So
to talk
what?
about.
What? Yeah, I got a few. What was that one that you really want to talk about?
Titan.
Titan. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just recently saw that.
Titan, one of the craziest goddamn movies I've ever seen in my life. Like, I can't even like explain it to you because it's a movie that takes so many turns.
Mm.
Like, you think it's one thing and
So-
it completely jumps to something else, and jumps to something else, and the whole time you're on your seat, like, oh my fucking god, is it gonna happen? The synopsis is like a mentally disturbed woman has sex with a car and becomes impregnated.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the tagline of the movie, but that's just like.
That's the icing. It's like
It's not even the icing, it's like- it's the
top of
micro
the
Tip of
iceberg.
the
foundation.
iceberg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's not even. It's like this much to this much crazy shit that happens. That's not even the craziest thing that happens in the movie. And it's French, and it is
Ooh.
so awesome. There's like some amazing shots. Like there's a ton of nudity too. Like probably watch this movie by yourself.
You're saying this is not a family favorite?
1,000,000% not, because
Depends on your family.
this lead actress is naked 60% of the
time.
movie.
Well, that's how you make it, you know.
But there's one shot where she's coming out of the shower and she's opening the door, and it's like that front shot of her where you see her open the door, and it's like one of the best shots I've ever seen in my life. Like the lighting and everything is so good. Like, damn,
oh,
that's
it
a
had
great
nothing to
shot.
it had nothing to do with the naked woman.
No, it's just I don't even. It's like a
the one time she was
Bust.
clothes on.
yeah. No, she was naked, but it wasn't. There was not. It was like right at the line of boobage,
Mhm.
so you just saw cleavage. But the shot was so good, and I think they intentionally took out the boobs
Ah.
because the shot was so good, and they want to be
Yeah.
like, hey, let's use this shot. It's really good. There may have been boobs in it. I don't know. I'm picturing without boobs, but
Okay.
that shot was really fucking good. But I definitely recommend seeing the movie. It's in French, but
It sounds horrible.
it's not horrible. It's great. It's so crazy.
I might watch it at one point.
Yeah, I would.
You can show me that beautiful frame, and that's all. That's what I'll take away from it.
And it's it's directed by a woman, mostly
Ooh.
female cast,
Ooh.
and it's so different and original, and I loved it. It's
Now,
so
original and different can also mean trash.
definitely not trash.
Okay.
As someone who loves trash movies, this is not a trash
That's
movie.
why I don't trust that this is not a trash movie.
It's very good. It's the Michael seal of approval of good movies.
But
How
again,
many
you're
seals do you
still.
have? Like which seal is?
No, I'll
this?
tell you right now, Prison of Ghostland was not a great movie.
I still want to see that so bad.
Yeah, it's not a great movie. This movie is light years better. Like Prison of Ghostland is just like a crazy trash movie that's awesome. This is an actual good movie. It won the Palme d'Or
Mhm.
at Cannes.
What's that?
It's like the highest award
Yeah,
at
like
Cannes.
the winner of Cannes.
Of what?
Cannes.
Cannes
Film
C-A-N-N-E-S,
Festival, the French one.
the film festival that tons of
Like
movies
the
get known
film
for.
festival.
Yeah,
Besides like Tribeca or
I haven't had sex with enough cars. I don't know. I don't understand.
no,
which implies that you have had sex with a car.
and the car sex scene
Unless
was.
it only takes one.
Well, how would you imagine had sex with a car would be
As
the,
a woman or a man?
as a woman?
for mine could work for either.
Okay.
The exhaust pipe.
Nope.
I was
she's-
thinking the shifter.
It was actually like really funny. It was funny, and it was how you would imagine, because like you know how like cars jump when they're having sex. It was like and she was just
So
tied with the
stupid.
seatbelts on the back seat, and it was awesome. It was like it wasn't weird. It was funny, and it was intentionally funny because it's so ridiculous, and they went with it, and it's not campy. It actually is like a great, beautiful shot, but it's so ridiculous. And it's a great movie.
I might watch it at one point. Like
All
I have
right.
nothing else to watch.
Highly recommend seeing Titan. It's one of the most unique movies I've ever seen in my life.
Mm.
And like I said, the car sex is one moment in the movie. The rest of the movie is just gets even more fucking crazy, and you're like, what the fuck?
I just
What is going on?
I watched to change movies. I watched *Malignant*.
Oh God,
It is so bad.
that movie sucks
I
so
thought
much
it was a
shit.
comedy.
Oh.
Like I watched it as a comedy because it's like it seems like it's just like a parody.
It's like there were so many shots. It was like a '90s made-for-TV movie.
But like they would
when
say
it's
like
the
certain
woman like sit there like
lines.
this, and then the slow zoom in on her. I know they were going for like Italian horror, but it came off as '90s made-for-TV garbage.
It was not good. And then
It
like
was
when you see the first monsters, like this dude in a black morph suit just running
Yeah,
around,
it was-
I was
Oh,
dying.
God.
Like it wasn't scary. It was hilarious.
This is a big fu to *Malignant*.
And
you
at one
thought that
point,
was-
it turns into like this action movie.
yeah, it's
Like this weird like it's like the reveal is super like B movie trauma kind of style. It's
Mhm.
just such a bad movie.
So it's never gonna make it to the Kane Awards or whatever.
fuck
no, but it's by James
James Wan.
Wan, who
Well,
does
he
all
does-
those horror movies.
He doesn't do good movies. He did Aquaman, so I was excited that it was going to be Aquaman level of craziness. Like in that writing room, the phrase was "fuck it," because that's what they were saying. Like, how can we have this crab army and give him all this scenes?
Just
It's like,
go.
fuck it, just go with it. No one cares. They're just gonna love it, and I did. But anyway, this is an Aquaman.
But he's
talk.
done like Annabelle and
Yeah,
he's
which
done
aren't-
all these
I don't
other
think they're
like
good. I think
Conjure
they're.
Universe movies.
I think he did Saw or something too.
Oh, I
But,
didn't like the Saw series.
He's a renowned
was-
garbage director, and
This is
this movie
beyond
sucked.
garbage.
This movie sucks so
Wow,
bad.
beyond
I was so
garbage.
mad after watching it, and yeah, it sucked. It sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Has
Don't
anyone
recommend
has
it.
anyone watched anything good that they liked?
I finished The Sopranos,
Hey.
finally.
Hey.
Promising Young Woman,
and I'm gonna watch
fucking
Many-
awesome.
I'm gonna watch Many Saints in Newark
Oh,
tomorrow or tonight.
What's that?
The Sopranos prequel movie,
Oh, okay.
where it's like who made Tony Soprano?
Wait, is that the one with the kid that's playing in
James
theaters?
Gandolfini's son. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
okay.
playing.
I didn't know it was
Tony
out already.
Soprano.
It's
Yeah,
out?
it came out the first.
I thought it came out It's coming out December 20 something.
Nope.
Came out yesterday.
There's something coming out like around Christmas that was looking good.
No
there's
Way Home.
Dune, and then Spider. No, there's something on.
There's like 4 movies coming up around Christmas.
I
like,
know what movie you're
besides-
thinking
There's
of.
No Way
On
Home,
HBO.
Sherlock Holmes.
It's on HBO, and it comes on December. Matrix, that's what it is, and it doesn't look good.
Oh,
Matrix
that's
trailer.
right. No, I agree.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the trailer?
The Matrix trailer.
I already know you don't want to see
Of
it.
course, the movies suck ass.
It's just like an old Matrix, and I'm
it's
gonna
a
watch
nostalgia
it.
trip. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it, but like seeing Neo with a beard, I didn't like.
Yeah.
He should have been clean shaven. Still, like it was just weird. But I think it's gonna be like that whole nostalgia thing. Like, look, Agent Smith is back, and
Mm.
they recasted Morpheus
Yeah.
Oh, I know. You can't.
to a
you
younger
can't,
dude,
You can't.
which
do
I'm sure there's a reason they did it. But like in the trailer, like don't show that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's the same as like whenever you have a really iconic band and then they try to replace the lead singer as if no one.
or anybody. Yeah,
But especially the lead singer, and it's just like
never works. I think
is
it's
not the
I think
same
it's worked,
band.
like twice ever.
I've never seen it work that I can think of.
Where they replace
It's
the
weird.
singer. Now I'm going to think about this. Why everyone else speaks.
Replace the singer
Yeah,
to make it better.
to
Just for any reason.
make it better or
I guess
stay
maybe
the
Van
same.
Halen has gone back and forth between David Lee
yeah.
Roth
Van
and
Halen
Sammy
I think
Hagar.
is the one.
But now they have
Nobody, because he's dead.
well, yeah. Well, I think they still tour, don't they?
No.
No, because Wolfgang went off and did his own thing.
Yeah.
Good movie. Let me look through my list.
Yeah.
Yo, have you guys seen 9 Perfect Strangers?
I want to so badly. Is it good? I'm so excited
Chill
about
out.
Take
this.
these. It is so good. Like
Oh.
we watched
Wait,
like
is
4
it new?
days.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
on.
saw-
It's on Hulu.
I saw a preview for it, and I looked, and it looked like it had 10 seasons. I'm like, oh, I don't want to start something new.
8 episodes.
Knowing you, you're just
miniseries.
gonna start the end anyway. So just get to it.
Yo, if
Is
you
it good?
if you don't want to watch it, just watch the first episode and the last episode.
No, I didn't know if it was one season or if it, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's a
have to watch like
miniseries,
40
but
of
it
them.
was super good. Like for
So-
me to get immersed in a show, I need to be like invested in the characters. But I was immersed without being invested in the characters. Like I just wanted to know the story.
I love it.
Like I didn't feel what the characters were feeling or anything, but I was still into it.
That's
Oh.
okay. That is
And it
the
was
point.
Super good.
Another
I'm so
Definitely,
excited.
definitely
really good
recommend.
miniseries, Midnight Mass.
I finished the first episode. I watched the first episode.
What'd you think?
I
It's going like you
yeah.
gotta.
Well,
you
it was
gotta
it was
do
a
the whole
setup
thing.
a
Yeah.
setup episode. It was weirdly eerie to see the dude running through the rain.
Yeah.
It was just like weird.
It's very Stephen King.
Yeah.
It's like it was whatever the hell is Mike Flanagan's take on a Stephen
Mhm.
King. It's 1,000,000% Stephen King. If you like Stephen King, you'll like this. It is a very strange story, but I thought it was really good. It's got
That's-
Raul.
Yeah, Rahul Kohli.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I'm watching, because I follow him, that Twitter genius and Instagram genius.
And it's
But
got Nick Cave's twin. He looks exactly like Nick Cave. If you don't know Nick Cave, he's a
I'm thinking
singer.
Nick
He's a
Cage.
band.
Yeah, I was
No,
like,
no.
is he
Nick
pronouncing this
Cave
wrong
and the
again?
Bad Seeds.
but yeah, that's one of the shows that like I'm actually sitting down and watching. I'm not doing it while work because I'm watching.
Oh my god, our mics aren't plugged in.
Yeah, they
That's-
are. I'm looking at them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
They're
sorry.
bl-
I'm so stupid.
We all.
I'm haunted from the
Twitch.
guy who said our audio's not working, and then I was like, I for some reason thought these was going
His
back.
was probably muted
Oh,
because I listened to it on my phone, on my own Twitch.
sorry. I
Did
just
he
I just had a
respond?
moment.
No.
Probably deuced out.
But what was it saying? Midnight Mass. Oh, yeah, I'm watching The Haunting of Bly Manor as my work show right now.
It's not as good, but
it's
got that
it's
girl
still
with that
picking up.
weird speech. I hate the way she speaks in it. The blonde lady, where she has like a weird not a lisp, but like when air gets in your cheeks and you do like that weird like when you speak.
When you talk like this.
Exactly. What is that called? Is that a
I
lisp?
don't know.
That and she goes and then that's how she speaks, and it's cringy, and I don't like
I've
it.
never heard
Oh.
anyone actually speak like that who wasn't pretending to have braces
Nope.
or
This
a
is how this
retainer.
lady speaks.
Hmm.
So Haunting of Hill House is the first one he did.
Yeah.
That is the best one.
I'm watching it like backwards.
Okay.
Did you guys watch Squid Game?
Nope.
That big thing everybody's talking about?
Nope.
We watched the first episode.
I've never even heard of this.
Oh, I
it's
almost
this-
watched it, but instead I watched this trash Megan Fox movie.
It's like the number one movie or number one series trending
Yeah.
on Netflix right now. It's like a huge thing that like
Squid
it
face?
blew up. Squid Game.
Squid Face. Squid Face sounds way fucking better.
Squid Game. It's like
Squid
it's
Face,
a
he's like a
Korean-
gangster, and he like got bit by a radioactive squid. He has a squid face, and he's like, "Where's a fucking fedora?" And it's like a noir,
But
and
it's
he's
like
got
this
a gun.
tall and just like barely like bouncing on the point.
Yeah, and it's like, "Oh shit, it's Squid Face." Yeah, you had me on Squid Face.
I'm just thinking he doesn't even talk. Just like every time. Like,
And every time he does that little
and
like
there's subtitles in the bottom.
And he's got like a PK gun, like the James Bond gun, like a weird like
A little
British
tiny-
gun. Yeah. It's like-
but like comes out of his sleeves like
yeah. Like a,
instead of bullets,
a-
it's just like, oh, that's octopuses that have the ink. Never mind.
squids do too, don't they?
Squids have ink?
I think they
Alright,
do.
that's
yeah, they
what it
do
is then.
the jet propulsion thing with their butts.
Nice.
No, it's a Korean show where it's like complete these games or die basically.
One of those.
It's like the set doesn't like the background aspects of it to make it look cool is amazing. Like the costume, the wardrobe, the set decoration, all that. It's awesome. And then like the cinematography is great.
Mhm.
So it's definitely like technical side of it. It's awesome to watch.
Don't watch the Megan Fox movie.
Which one?
I don't even know what it's called. It's on Netflix. I had Squid Game ready to go, and I saw that below. I'm like, ooh, this looks like garbage. I'm watching it.
Jennifer's Body.
No, it's recently just came out,
No, I don't know.
and she's a horrible actress. Like,
Transformers.
yeah, it's Transformers though. It's like her and her husband are getting like separated, like not in love, and she's having an affair with someone else. So he takes her to like this cabin, like this romantic cabin, and they go to sleep, and she wakes up, she's handcuffed to him, and he blows his brains out.
Oh,
So she's attached to his dead body, and it's a whole story, but anyway, it's not good.
Sounds like
don't
Transformers 2.
Yeah, it's like in snow. It's whatever one is in the snow. That's what it's totally like. And it's like if Shia LaBeouf handcuffed himself to her and killed himself. That's what it'd be.
Oh my.
And then Optimus Prime would have to come and kill her because he thinks she killed him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this movie basically is.
I see. So
I
the
think
drama.
Bumblebee would kill her.
Yeah, because he had that connection. Bumblebee, that movie's good.
Never saw it.
Oh,
I
it's
think-
actually really good.
Is it?
Mostly because it has the Smiths and lots of music I like. But
I think I only saw the first Transformers.
I've seen them all.
What's the one where he's like,
It's all of
he's
them.
trying to do the thing?
It's all of them, right? I don't
He's
know.
doing the equation.
It's
and
probably
he's
the
like,
first one. They're better. I never liked Transformers growing up, so I went and
Same.
saw it with my brother, and I was like, "Hey, this isn't bad." Then they came out with 20 more of them.
Yeah.
And then you're like, ah. And then the jive talking ones, those are my favorite ones.
The what?
Jive talking.
Oh.
I don't know
The,
what
the
that is.
ghetto ones, and people were offended with the words they were saying. But I thought it was funny. But what do
And
I
then they
know?
came out with like the night version of them.
Yeah.
The medieval version of Transformers where they had like
Oh
swords
yeah,
and shit.
yeah, that was some dumb
And a T-Rex. And
The
you're just like,
dino,
what is going on?
the
Oh,
dino
no.
formers or something.
Mm-hmm. And then you recommended Cry Macho too.
Yep,
We wanted watching that. It was
not what you thought, right?
a slow burn.
It was slow, and there was nothing about crying or Macho in it. Macho was the chicken.
That was the best part of the
Yeah.
chicken's name.
Yeah.
But I mean, we liked it. It was a good movie.
I think Clint Eastwood is a good director.
Yeah.
And he's like a million years old, still acting, way better than
He's
Megan
like
Fox.
92.
Yeah, he's old as shit.
Wow.
You could see him like he's gonna die on screen. I thought he was gonna die in that one scene where he fell asleep. I was like, oh man, this is it. But
Die
he's
in real
he's
life.
Dead. Yeah.
That's horrible.
But he's still a good actor. I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
Dude, that man has been acting for
Ever.
a generation.
Yeah.
Or two. Probably 2 generations.
He's
How
only
long
got
has he
like
been-
3 bad movies. But I wouldn't call him bad. I just didn't like the content it was. I
Mhm.
could say the directing was really good. I just didn't. I thought the story was questionable. But
Which movie?
American Sniper and the
Yep.
one about the train, and then there's another one that I didn't really care for.
Train.
I don't know, something about a train. I don't know.
Oh. It's like the real life heroes one.
yeah,
The
it's like
French train.
it's like
that were-
1412 Paris. I don't know.
Yeah, where it's based on the true story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you think Clint Eastwood's good directing movies, like $1 Million Baby, that's top tier. I think it won an Oscar. That movie's fucked up. You never seen it?
I've never
It's
seen
so
it.
sad.
Obviously, I've never
Oh.
seen it.
And then I love Gran Torino.
Gran Torino.
Yeah, that movie's so good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Clint's great.
He's really good at like setting the tone and just making the
Clash of Worlds.
like making it really tense.
Yeah, tense, and he always does like culture clashes,
Mm-hmm.
and he makes it real to where you like hate the character, like he's super racist, and he doesn't like hold back on the racism, like naming names here, Brad Pitt in fucking 7 Years a Slave, where he was the hero guy who saved the slaves. I would have liked it better if he was the guy who like betrayed him, but he had to be the good guy. I'm just talking shit now.
That goes back into what the actor wants.
Yeah. And where Clint Eastwood is a racist fucking old man and he does not hold back. And it's like, yeah, cool. That's the fucking story. So go with it. But
Yeah, and then he actually has character development
Yep.
where he changes.
exactly. And that's what makes movies so good. And people just somehow miss that. And they just like, oh, it's about a racist old man. Get off my lawn. Even though it's an iconic fucking line. It's just, you don't even really catch it in when you see the movie. It's only like after. And it's, yeah. You ever see it?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Well, it's like when you watch American History X, it's the same thing. Did you see that?
Nope.
Oh my God. Come on.
It's like
Listen.
That's a
Edward Norton at his most jacked.
Yeah, he's ripped in that.
Like I think he gained like 20 pounds because was it before or after Fight Club?
It is before, because that Edward Furlong and his career was still going.
Yeah, because he got jacked and then he cut the weight
Mhm.
for Fight Club. But it's super racist in it. But it's like that's what the content's about, and it
Mhm.
shows the character development, and shows it has a mess behind it.
That's a great.
Unlike
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino, where he says it just because he can.
Yeah,
That's awkward.
Like in Django.
it fits. I don't have a problem with Quentin in his dialogues. It just
No, but I mean his line in that movie, it's like, okay,
Unnecessary.
yeah, like it fits the time, but it's like you could have gotten away with not
Mhm.
saying it.
I haven't seen that one either, so I don't know.
Django's a really good movie.
we need to have a freaking what's it, Tarantino marathon, so Abbie can watch them all.
Oh man, we were at so you're gonna be proud of me, Michael. So we were at trivia night last night at one of Lauren's work, and you're gonna be proud of me because it was a costume party,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I don't have any costumes, like I don't know who to be, and then I was like walking into my closet, like I know who to be, and so I showed up as Jack Burton,
Yay!
except when I didn't wear the wig because we were going to the movie after,
Damn.
but like we got there and like I was like, who are you? Like I'm Jack Burton.
All you had to do is push your hair forward for that one.
Well, it was like not like how it is now. It was actually
Oh.
combed over, like how he had it and all that. But like
Oh,
somebody
nice.
from across from him was like, Jack Burton.
Did you
Nice.
put the lipstick?
Yes.
Lipstick?
No,
Oh, you should
I
have done the
should've done
lipstick.
yeah, we should have done everything, but not many people got it. Like, what are you, like Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China? But then we had to do our team names for it, and our team name was Big Titties Little Gina.
Nice. Did you get any good trivia questions right?
We got a few. We got third place.
Oh dang!
Nice. I always, whenever I do trivia, I go with the programmer nerds because they fucking are losers and they know too much American history. So
This is
I'm
more like millennial kind of trivia. Like Bad Bitch Tunes was like one of the things. Pop culture, which I'm good at. That was one.
I would go every Tuesday to Pint Out Pizza.
Is that
Pint House
Drink?
Pizza. Yeah, Geeks Who Drink. And I only knew the obscure music and the obscure movies, and they knew everything else. So like they would count on me to know who sang like Wild Thing or something, like the Trogs. I just
cute.
know all the obscure things. Like one time, no one was impressed by this, by the way. It was an audio round, like they'll say a phrase from the movie and like, answer number 5 is going to be American Psycho. And it fucking was before they even did the trivia or anything. And I got it right.
Whoa.
And nobody was impressed. I'm like, how's nobody impressed?
I would have.
I'm a fucking psychic.
I'm
Give
impressed
me money.
for your
I'm a
for them.
precog. That's what
Yeah.
I am.
precog.
Is that what they were called in
Minority
that?
Report.
Oh, I was thinking Starship Troopers.
Oh, they probably
The
did the
psychics.
same thing. Yeah.
Actually, Minority Report's on my list.
Minority Report.
Man, repair.
Minority Report's a great movie.
It is.
Great Tom Cruise.
Someone just flushed really loud. Wait, why did I transition over to the trivia again? Were we
Because you
talking about
dressed up
something?
like Jack Burton.
What were we saying before that?
Oh well, I have a. Well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna interrupt your train of thought.
Go ahead.
So
'cause
I went to
I'm
return. I went to return my wig and shirt, and Amazon being. Well, what am I ever gonna wear?
maybe you're going to a trivia party.
You traitor.
That's also a dress up.
Or no, we're both.
We can't all
Betraying
go
you.
Halloween together and go all as Jack Burton
Oh
anymore.
my God, we can. I still have it.
Oh, you do?
What
oh,
if,
we didn't
well,
finish
what if
the
we
story.
go to a house and like Michael goes up first, and then Abbie goes up, and then I go up?
Yes, let's do that. Well, no, Amazon did that thing where it's like, here's your refund, but you can keep the products.
Oh,
and I'm
nice.
like, yeah.
They're like, we
Awesome.
don't give a fuck. Just take your
Yeah.
money.
They didn't do that with my fucking light. I was so hoping they would, so we could have 2 awesome ring lights.
Oh man, actually, with Amazon, I started playing New World.
New
You son of a
Yeah.
bitch. Was it good?
I like it a lot. It's like Valheim meets like
Valheim.
either one.
Go
Valheim.
home.
Valheim meets like RuneScape. It was super
Mm.
fun, like that crafting kind of style, and the questing. Except you run fucking everywhere, and you don't have mounts, so it takes fucking forever. And like you have fast travel, but it requires resources. So it's a super like grindy game.
Mm.
But the way you level up everything, like you have your traditional level up and experience bar and all that, but you level up your weapons, and your traits go to your weapons instead of your character. So you can
Mm.
pick your class. Like right now, I use a hatchet and a rapier because I could throw the hatchet and then do a burst of bleeding damage at
Yeah.
the beginning.
Some finesse.
Yeah, and so I try to do it. I'm trying to do like a burst damage character,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm using both those so I can attack from far and then come in with a bleed. But I don't know what I expected. Like I didn't expect it to be that great. It was a lot of fun. Controls are a little wonky and like kind of clunky, but it's easy to play. Not super challenging, but it's entertaining. I like it a lot.
I'm not a big fan of heavy grind games. Like I like a little bit, but then I get bored of that pretty fast.
Yeah.
So I just start running around and exploring.
Yeah, well, it's like a super exploring game,
Side
too. Like,
quests. That's all I do.
Did we ever talk about whenever Skyrim first came out? I did literally pretty much all this side. This was before like they had the infinite side quest situation, but I'm just a side quest. I'm also incredibly meticulous, so I wanted to like check every single dungeon.
we know.
So it's
Yep.
like, how do we? Did I do?
Vermintide.
Oh, that's right. Hey, and I found a lot of goodies that no one else found.
We're
to
like
be
trying
fair.
to like, where's Abbie? Where's Abbie? Hold on. I'm looking for this. Like, we jumped down already. We can't save you. Okay, hold on.
I
got
didn't
this
die that
potion.
many times. Did I die a lot?
No, that was
No,
me.
No, that was you,
Yeah,
yeah.
you always die. You always die because
I
you
died.
played.
Because I just run in and get killed.
And who was the assassin always killing? Was it you or
Me.
you?
No,
It
it was me.
Oh.
It was me.
Yeah,
they
'cause
were
it
targeting
would
me.
Jump past me.
It would
and
jump
go-
past you to get to me, and it's just like, why?
But then whenever you weren't playing, when it was me, Michael, and his brother, it was always attacking just Michael.
Oh, okay.
No, I would go
Interesting.
into the foray like a champ, and I
Mhm.
get killed from behind.
yeah, but
every
like
time.
To the best
somebody's
of
like
us.
sneezes on you.
Yeah, because I always pick the no armor characters that
Mhm.
are ranged, but your range, you can only do like 3 shots and you got to charge. I don't want to do that. I want to fucking chop,
Yeah.
fire. Anyway,
What were you
Skyrim
saying?
is
Yeah,
way
what were you
better than
saying?
that.
Oh, well, I was just gonna.
Side quest?
I don't remember how this came up, but anyway, long story short, I just always do like all the side quests. So by the time I got to like the main piece of the story, it was like do this, and I was like, I did that literally immediately. So it's like I already had all the stuff. What were we talking about?
It's
That
always
made
like
me...
super overpowered.
Oh yeah, that was me in The Witcher 3. I didn't even finish the game because I did all the side quests and I was already fucking bored. Like I can't play anymore.
Whenever I always
so
base
long.
like I collect every quest I can, but I base it off like region.
I
that's
did,
smart.
like Skyrim. I just went I did all the side quests, and I glitched the game so bad that like when I beat the main guy with the mask and you were supposed to get like his dragon armor, I didn't even get it
Oh no!
because I glitched the game so bad. But my armor I already had was a million times better, so I didn't even fucking need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you had like the vampire side quest where you could be a vampire. Then there was the werewolf
You be
one.
the werewolf.
I did
you
them
be
all,
The
yeah.
assassin.
Yeah.
Like,
That game fucking rules. I probably
Yeah.
like.
and they
300
came out with
hours.
another version of it. The first one I haven't bought.
I have whatever one I have.
Well, they just came out with the newest version like a couple months ago.
Skyrim.
Mhm.
Oh.
They like a revamp of it.
Oh. But there's a big Diablo 2's back out.
Yeah, they did the remaster of that.
Yeah. I haven't bought it or played it though. Cuz I don't like playing games by myself now. I like playing with people.
Yeah, it's a
way
lot
more
more fun. And
Yeah.
it's the banter is so much funnier.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cuz I feel less like a fucking loser. Click
Yeah.
click.
Like just being quiet.
Yeah.
So you still feel a little bit like a loser.
Yeah.
You just feel less.
Yeah.
Losers together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Together, losers strong.
It's just something about playing on a computer that's just like so like cringy to me. I've always played on consoles. Like last month or whatever is the first time I ever played a computer game, and I was just like, my skin crawls. I feel like that not Simpson, South Park. You have absolutely no life.
the World of Warcraft one.
It just hasn't.
Yes.
It just hasn't
It's
really
so
taken
cute.
root yet. Once it takes root, it'll be home.
We could just plug in a controller.
I
True,
know,
you
but-
really
But I
can.
feel like I'm betraying
You are, but that's
betraying
okay.
everything by
No.
not using keyboard and mouse. It's just weird. Like I don't have like the
Dexterity.
Yeah.
no the
Yeah.
markings on my keyboard aren't there.
Key bindings.
Whatever. There's like those two
Or
little
markings.
markings that mark
Oh,
where
like
you're
on
at.
J and H.
Yeah,
whatever,
they're not
or
there,
F
so
and-
I'm
Oh,
always
the little bumps.
yeah, they're not. I don't have them on my keyboard for some reason, so I never know where I'm
I
at.
don't know why I did that. I
the
really
little
regret
bumps.
that. I
I
regret
could
that.
see why you did that, but
Because that's what I. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have those.
yeah. So it's like hard to WASD or whatever. I always get either too much to the left or too much to the right.
I hear you. I always anchor with the shift, but then like my pinky.
My hand hurts.
Yeah, my pink, but
Yeah.
my pinky's just trained to be in pain
Oh.
now, so it's just
It's
like,
like flexing, like ugh, ugh.
Because at work I don't really use the home keys. That's what they're called.
mm.
All the keys I mostly use are F keys and spacebar.
Fuck you.
So my hand position is so different.
Fuck.
No, the top row of F keys, F1.
Yeah, the
F10.
function key.
Oh, I'm
Function
sorry.
keys.
The true F keys.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I
when
was
go
just
to work.
picturing you being a really bitter internet troll who's just like,
Or just paying his respects.
No,
Like-
like
Respects, right? Yeah.
yeah, like my job makes the keyboard layout makes no sense, and I somehow works in my brain, and I'm really fast at it.
Mm.
I just use random ones when I edit, so I don't sit on the home key. Depends on what I'm doing. I use
What the
I
hell was I
O
talking
cut.
about? That doesn't matter.
Um,
Anyways,
the reason why you don't use mouse and keyboard is because you don't have the home buttons.
yes, and it's weird from playing controller to that. It's just like
You do. It's
Bizarre.
it's a whole new set of muscle memory you have to train. I
Yeah,
agree.
especially because I'm playing through the Halo series too to get ready for Halo Infinite.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
I
so
saw you
hard.
playing Minecraft recently.
nerd.
It's nobody else is gonna get that
I
joke.
know. It's an inside joke. I'll just.
Oh, it was a joke.
Oh, the joke was when he was testing the stream. I was just trolling in the
Oh.
comments. He was clearly playing Halo. I was like, I've seen that game before. That's Minecraft, right?
I can't even remember all the comments, but she was like I'd just look every once in a while. There'd be like 6 more comments.
They're just ridiculous.
But playing that, it's so hard to go from aiming with a mouse to
Mhm.
aiming with a with a controller.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I had to buy one of the joystick razors to like get better at it.
Oh,
But then I haven't played it since because I just got FIFA 22. Go Austin FC. And so I don't even really use that stick anymore.
oh, that's even
It's just
worse.
left.
Because soccer's the most boring sport ever. So you're already like, and bored.
Not when you're playing it.
Huh?
Now when you're playing, I'm using
Oh, you use
controller.
control. I thought you were using keyboard and mouse.
No,
This
no.
is my.
You
Audible
can do it
keyboard
on
and
a
mouse
computer,
mode.
but that'd be weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how people would.
I don't know. I don't really play video games, so I don't know.
Listen, if people can play Rocket League with mouse and keyboard, they can play anything with mouse
Have you
and
seen those
keyboard.
like people who like beat like Dark Souls and they have like they're playing on like a banana or something?
What?
Yeah, they
On
have
a
like
banana?
electrodes plugged in. So,
Oh.
like when you squeeze it,
Oh, that's weird.
or they do like the
interesting.
Guitar Hero guitar, which is like pretty impressive. Like to play it
Oh
like
man,
that.
I once saw a band that had all the Guitar Hero instruments set up as MIDI controllers. So they played with them live, and they controlled like video screens. It was one of the coolest fucking things ever.
That is really
Like
cool.
the drums were they sampled. They were
Mhm.
using as drums, and the
Mhm.
guitars same thing. It was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I remember the stories about a unicorn dying,
Oh,
but it was
one
very
of those
fun.
bands.
It was fun.
One of those.
But the
bands.
unicorn died. I think ascended to unicorn heaven. It was
Oh.
It was a fun
Where he
story.
became a unicorn angel.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Was
Oh,
he just like
speaking of-
spinning his halo?
Speaking of unicorn angels, Doom Patrol new season is out. Awesome as shit. Because they go to hell. They don't go to hell. They go to they die, and they go into like the in between. Like what is that called?
Purgatory.
And they each like meet like their parents who have died, and they have to guide them to like their whatever final resting place. And one of the characters' dads is bow hunting unicorns. It's like it's really fucked up. Anyway, yeah.
Is this a show?
Yeah, Doom Patrol, it's awesome.
Oh.
It's marketed as a superhero show, but it's not a superhero show.
Oh, you told us about this.
and
that's
it's
right.
got Brendan Fraser. And he's
Really?
awesome.
He's making a comeback.
Yep, he's coming back.
Cool.
I was reading that he got blacklisted because he revealed that some producer molested him or something.
Yeah,
And that's
wait.
why he was
Yeah.
blacklisted.
Why did he get blacklisted?
because he outed this like big
Yeah.
producer or something.
Oh wow.
This is before the whole
2000,
thing.
2003, 2008.
Yeah.
You know, he got molested in 2003, and he brought it up like probably whenever the last Mummy movie came out because he hasn't done anything for a
Mhm.
while.
God,
Yeah, it
that's
was like
horrible.
a huge like they try to sweep it under the rug because
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
that was before the Harvey Weinstein thing.
interesting. I mean, horrifying, but
Yeah. Yeah, because he's been talking about it more recently now that like everything's come
Mhm,
out.
there's
They're like, hey,
exposure.
wait, didn't Brendan Fraser try to
and
like
he's like, yeah, I
Yeah.
told you already. Thanks.
plus going through like divorce and paying all the child support and all that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
got
think it was like
screwed
900,000 a month that he had
Yeah.
to pay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's making a comeback.
yeah. Hopefully he gets. I like seeing it back in shape and do another mummy movie.
Yeah, I want to see. I want.
I
to
really
see
got to
him.
carry the slack around here, don't I?
Yeah.
With my vocal.
I want to
work.
see him do another Mummy movie as well.
That sounds like a warm up. I want to see him do another Mummy movie.
Did we already
as well.
talk about this? That we want to see a team up of Tom Cruise and Brendan Fraser in
Yes,
another
we
movie?
did.
Okay.
Because we both like the Tom Cruise version of it too.
Universal,
that.
make it happen.
Release
else-
the David and Michael cut.
Yeah, we'll direct it and write it. Well, I'll come up with a story and David can write it because I'm not a great script writer, but
Saying that I am.
better than me.
Apparently.
It would just be full of synth and
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie cuts,
Yeah, it'd be synthwave music, and it'd just be awesome.
like Egyptian synth.
Hell yeah!
That would actually be really cool.
Just do Egyptian scales with like an arpeggiator.
I'm into it.
Oh, they go to pyramids, and there's aliens. Got to bring in fucking aliens, and that's where we
Because
put in
who
this
built the
deep-
pyramids?
Yes, that's the story. Because it's always Egypt, and it's always about the gods, but they haven't done aliens.
Mm.
It'd be
Now I
like
really want to see
Stargate.
this movie.
Stargate meets the Mummy. That's what it'd be.
And they cross the universes, like Emotep's fighting. Who's the Mummy and Tom Cruise version?
No fucking clue.
But like they team up too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What
Because
if,
like Emotep Anaxanomon, like she's dead, and so the new one comes in as like the new lover,
Mhm.
or like she gets possessed by Anaxanomon, and then that's how they become lovers.
no, the aliens kidnap her, and Emotep has to save her and team up with Brendan Fraser and Tom Cruise. So it's like this weird like
Can we get like
Frenemies?
a three-way like Predator like high five thing
yes.
with Tom Cruise, Brendan Fraser, and
Like someone-
Emotep?
Yeah.
Where they're like
But Emotep,
three-way.
of course, turns on them at the end and joins with
course.
the aliens. And this movie's a fucking rad already.
It really is. Like, I'm into it, and I haven't seen it.
It's like Gods of
Any of
Egypt.
the stuff.
If anyone's never seen that movie fucking rules too. You ever
God
seen
of
that?
Egypt.
It's I think it's.
Oh no, I'm thinking Exodus. Gods
Oh.
in Exodus or whatever. Is that the one with Christian Bale who plays Noah?
I don't know that one, but
It's
Gods
just
of
white
Egypt is
people are
like
playing everybody in the Middle East.
absurd, fucking crazy scorpions fighting people, crazy level of ridiculousness, and they don't care. It's like Aquaman level of we don't fucking care. We're gonna do it.
Cool.
It's got Gerard Butler, the other guy who I think is Gerard Butler.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
two. And it's got
It's-
the guy from Game of Thrones, Jamie Lannister. He's in
Who's
it too.
Gerard Butler?
Nikolai
Gerard
something.
Butler is the guy who I think is not Gerard Butler.
That's helpful.
Who's the other Gerard Butler?
The guy who was in Children of Men.
Never. Seen
Clive
it.
Owen.
Clive Owen, those two guys, they look the fucking same.
I think like Clive Owen looks like Gerard Butler's stoner brother.
Gerard Butler's always got a beard. Gerard Butler is 300. You know those abs? Everyone knows those abs because they remember them, right?
I didn't see it, but
He was in P.S. I
Closer.
Love You.
Closer?
I appreciate.
trying to
I
go for you,
appreciate. I
John.
appreciate it, but I did not see
Was it
that
P.S.
either.
I Love You?
He was in
Maybe.
Closer. Everyone's seen Closer, right? Oh my god. now
Law-abiding citizen,
No.
gamer.
gamer.
He's
White
Irish.
House Down. No, he's not. He's
Yeah.
Welsh.
Irish.
Olympia. White House. What? Olympus down.
Olympus has fallen.
Olympus is
White House has fallen. And the other one
White
is like
House Down.
Channing Tatum. I don't know.
the same fucking movie done by different studios.
Moon Man. Man on the moon.
Man in the White House.
You'd recognize him.
I'm sure I would. The name sounds familiar.
He's got the Caesar cut.
Phantom of the Opera, like Lauren's favorite movie. Well, Lauren's gonna fight you.
God, we've literally named every
'Cause this
movie he
is-
was in.
This
I
is like
know.
this is Lauren's favorite actor of all time, and like
Let me just look
celebrity crush. You're gonna be like, oh,
Gerard,
this guy.
Gerard
Is that her hall
Butler.
pass? Okay.
That's my hall
Oh,
pass
that
too.
guy. No, no, that guy's in
Gamer.
300.
he's Scottish, not Welsh.
Oh, closer than Irish.
They're all the fucking same.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell that to an Irishman.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, I didn't know he was the guy in 300. I know you just said
That's
it.
like
but-
what got
no,
him like. that
Yeah,
was his
I
big
didn't
break.
know.
Well, his abs were his big break.
Maybe Clive Owen was in
The
Closer.
Ugly Truth. I did see that. That's what he was
Was
in.
he in
That
Oh yeah, he wasn't. Well, my voice is cracked.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
saw- I heard
with
that. I'm 30. I
what's
can't
her
even
name?
yeah, that lady. I don't remember her name either. What's her name?
Katherine Heigl.
There you go.
That was a rom-com.
It sure was.
I watched it with Lauren.
I love how you're trying so hard to show that you watch other movies. That was a
Please,
rom-com.
I watch these other movies.
Must Love Dogs.
Is that
I'm trying to name rom-coms. 10 Things I Hate About You.
Marley
10
and
Ways
Me.
to Lose a Guy in 10 days. Lose a Guy in 10 days.
Failure to launch.
10 ways to lose a guy.
10 days.
10 ways. Never mind.
10 Things I Hate
Um,
About You. There's Something About Mary. I'm just shouting movies now.
I like more than just rom-coms.
I don't know.
FYI.
You like good movies.
That's
You said you
That's
like
right.
weird movies, but you really don't. You just like good movies.
okay. I will take.
Oh
I'll,
no.
I will take that as well.
Because you're like, I like weird movies like Shape of the Water. But the movie won like
You mean?
Oscar.
Yeah, but it's absolutely weird.
I think it's
What
just
about
good.
Swiss Army Man? That was weird and good,
It's okay.
but it's weird.
It's definitely
It's
weird.
literally about. Well, you could argue what it's about, but it literally has a dead guy who farts.
Yep.
That he totes
For
around.
some
with
reason,
him.
that's such a minimal part of the movie, but it's a thing that everybody brings up whenever they talk
I
about
think
I
it's
don't
the
think it's
trailer.
minimal. Well,
It's just one part.
I think just
Well,
because the trailer though.
Well, first of all, there's a lot. A lot of the comedy is hinged on that, but it's actually one of the most important parts of the movie because it's like represents him no longer caring what people think about him.
It's true, but it's still a minute in a 2-hour movie almost.
There
And
are
it's just
multiple
like-
farting scenes.
I only remember the one.
There's first of all, he gets propelled out of the water by
Yeah.
his fart.
That's the
Then
only
there's
part.
at the very end when he farts when the cop is like interviewing him,
Don't remember.
and
that.
then that's the like that's the important. And there's all throughout him toting the dead body around.
I don't remember.
And then he's like teaching him everybody farts, but like apparently he was shamed for it. It's actually a pretty huge part of the movie.
I'm also gonna say I'm getting this movie confused with another movie with Daniel Radcliffe where he's stuck in a jungle
Never saw it.
and it's like based on a true story and he's like an Israeli guy who gets lost in the jungle and a bunch of people die. But anyway, get them really confused because they both take place in a jungle and they both have Harry Potter.
He plays an Israeli guy?
Yep.
Okay.
He's a little more tan than normal, maybe.
Okay.
We should
We're
probably
moving on.
wrap this up though.
Yeah.
ending it on farts. I think that's a good ending note.
And
on farts.
appropriation.
Mostly farts though.
Yeah, so Carnage 2. Wait, Venom 2.
Carnage.
Suck.
Sure did.
Don't let there be carnage. Let it end.
Thanks for watching our popcorn talk and our stream. And hey, go ahead and follow us and stick around.
Oh yeah, we're streaming.
We are streaming.
Yep, we're still live.
Yeah.
And the
We're
audio
still
works.
live. And
Yes.
the audio does work. I had people confirm.
Confirmed.
Me.
It has been,
Can confirm.
and not just you, but the outside world confirmed it too.
Oh, do you text somebody and be like, hey?
Yeah, I really did.
Okay, good. That person just probably didn't know. They were on mute.
Probably, or they were just trolling us and they're watching this whole
Or
time.
they're
Just
deaf.
like,
That's fine.
oh well.
And they didn't know it?
Yeah, they
Oh,
just-
Man,
they-
that's another way we want to
just
talk
Does
came
about
Twitch
down.
have closed captioning? I'm sure
I don't
it
think so.
does.
I don't know. But that reminds me of another movie to talk about after.
Oh.
Sound of Metal.
Oh
Did we
yeah,
talk about
good
it?
movie. Yeah. I think we mentioned it once.
Anyway, let's wrap up.
Anyway,
For real.
thanks for following us. I'm just gonna assume you did. And if you haven't, you can follow us and find us at TV Party Time or TV Party Time Pod on pretty much any platform.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook,
Patreon.
Patreon. Where we do the bonus episodes, and that's what we do in like movie combat, where we pit Michael and I, it's just Michael and I competing against
Each other.
to make Abbie watch one of the movies of our choice. Well, her choice, but kind of our choice.
Yeah,
I have no choices.
it's a strange, strange show.
And we were gonna do the Halloween, but we got to do another one now because we missed it because
Yep.
of reasons.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks for watching. We're just gonna end it, so I quit rambling.
Yeah. And if you don't like us or follow us, we're gonna talk to the producers of Venom and make them make another one.
Oh god.
So there's gonna be a Venom 3 if you don't like us.
Nah, ha ha. Okay, bye.